What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back at it again, coming at you with another Summoner's War video. And in today's video, we're going to touch on one topic and one topic alone out of this patch, which is the auto mining and gathering. As you guys know, my man Barcode, he's been killing it when it comes to his videos, and he recently made a video talking about his thoughts on the auto mining. So essentially, I took my time to kind of listen to it, write some of his notes here, and just kind of give my personal opinion, my 2 cents, kind of reacting to his video here. We're not going to showcase his video on this channel, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is leave a link in the description down below. If you guys got 4 minutes and 27 seconds of your time, don't ask me why I know that. But if you guys want to check that out before we look at this one, then feel free to do so. And as always, fam, you guys will watch this video, and maybe you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Do me a favor, show your support, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. Okay. As you guys can see right now, we're doing a little auto mining again. This is one of those things that I'm still kind of blown away, right? Because it's something that we haven't had before. So it's nice to be able to get some mining done as I'm making this video. This is what I'm going to think. I think I'm going to do this a lot when I make these videos here. But anyways, one of the first things that he talked about when it comes to all the features that came in play, obviously the auto mining, ability, something that everybody has enjoyed, but the auto mining cap obviously is not something that people, people enjoy or not really down with, right? And the reason being is because of the fact that, you're limited on the cap, and the cap is limited to both manual and auto. If you choose to basically manual, do your manual like farming or whatnot here, it's still going to kind of tally onto that 200, which obviously takes away from all the people that have been going super try hard, getting their farming done so they can inevitably, change it into real, change it into, resources in the game, and, or just, simply, work on their crafting or whatnot. So yeah, it's unfortunate that the situation is kind of around here. But again, I'm looking at it both sides here, similar to what Barco mentioned too. Now this is an opportunity for a lot of people that weren't even thinking about crafting them. Now they have the opportunity to get a little bit of resources every single day, which is cool. Of course, it's a pretty big gap, 200 free to play versus 1,000 pay to win. It's unfortunate for the free to play people that don't want to invest into the game here, but I'll tell you what, man. If there was ever a moment in time where I was like, if I had a reason to get off of free to play and then spend a little money on the game, this might be one of the things that I would do that for. That being said, though, like I said, I'm kind of on the same thing with Barcode. Do like the auto mining feature. It is very valuable to anybody that hasn't really been focused on auto mining, but definitely not liking the cap. When I think about what I've done in this video alone, we probably, I don't even know, like 40, 50. What I kid you not, I didn't start this auto farming for more than maybe 30 minutes ago. And in 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I don't think it's that long, but I already got half my farming done. So again, it's nice because I don't have to leave the computer up all night doing this, but it's like, wow, to think about all the people out there that were going super try hard when it comes to farming. I mean, they should have been able to get thousands and thousands. So yeah, I could see why this definitely hurts the market, definitely hurts the economy, definitely hurts the people out there that have been working their butt off. But yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Comptus is trying to make everybody happy, and it's going to be hard for them to do that one. So we'll see. Now, next thing that he mentioned here is the thing I want to go ahead and point out to this video, because I feel like a lot of people kind of looking for the punchline on whatever, joke is put out or comment is put out, whatever. And they kind of forget some of the things that get lost in the mix here. And this is a big, big thing that people forget. The exploration lizard, without question, is one of the most useful resources in the game to essentially get yourself the resources there. If you don't got the time to farm, you can essentially do this exploration lizard and, get some resources. He was able to get himself level 7 crafting, just by basically the exploration lizard alone. And so my question to you guys is, are you using it? And I guess you could say, are you using it efficiently? I'm sure the majority of you, maybe you've used it once or twice, but every once in a while you forget about it. You forget to collect it. Sometimes it'll go hours on end or days on end, and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I better get on this, gotta get jumping. So I will say this, if you're still hurting about the fact that, we do have the cap here, I want to know from you personally, are you utilizing the exploration lizard, effectively? If you aren't, then this is that opportunity for you to fix that and get that done. If you are, I do apologize, because yeah, this situation doesn't help you out there, considering the cap here. One of the things that he pointed out, he's took a look at a legendary, I think, Moonstone or Sunstone, and talked about the fact that depending on if you're free to play or pay to win, this could be anywhere from 4 to 7 days, or even 1, 2, even 4 weeks here, depending on where you're at here. So when it comes to, building specific items to improve your overall count, and the RNG factor that can definitely be super detrimental, I think it's super hard, when it comes to these or some of these items here. Yeah, I completely get it 100%. There has to be some updated, because the fact that it could be, like, he looked it up, and it could be upwards of 2 to 4 weeks for free to play. That's ridiculous. I mean, I kid you not. Like that actually makes me sick to my stomach thinking that somebody has to wait that long to potentially get something to upgrade, and then it could be just an absolute waste, right? And I believe you mentioned something about the fact that you can't even combine it, which I feel like that's going to be a choice down the road here. But still, you should not have to spend weeks on end for one item, for one weapon, for whatever the case may be, and hope hope that it just works out, right? So obviously, I think that they've kind of gotten a piece of the community's mind when it comes to this part, that there's going to be some adjustments made. And let me tell you something here. Playing Devil Goes Out here, I think Comptuous knows very, very well what the kind of reaction we were going to get. And I think they're going to really connect with us, really listen to our feedback, and try to see what they can do to compromise. Because at the end of the day, we are their fuel to their fire. We are the ones that keep the game going. The free-to-play, pay-to-win, we can make arguments on both sides here. Free, pay-to-win keeps the lights on. Free-to-play keeps their game alive too. Well, I guess, but you get what I'm saying, right? There's obviously both of our groups are very, very important to the longevity of the game. And while it can't be perfect, there has to be some compromise. There has to be something done on the back end to make sure that this game lasts a long while. I kid you not. I thought I had to double take it in this video here. Literally, Barcode says that this potential change could literally potentially kill the game. And I would have never thought in a million years Barcode would have said, you know what, after all the good things that they've done, this could potentially do it. And it's for somebody that has, so much influence, has been growing so much, to provide so much great content and positivity, to have them say like, wow, all this fun and excitement that we're having might be thrown to the wayside. This game might die for us. Like that's absolutely crazy. And it's, I hope that they really listen to that, because again, while I'm essentially mentioning Barcode's video, Barcode's not the only one that's making content for this game, right? There's a lot of people out there that share the same opinion. So I hope that they strongly do listen to our feedback here. Really, really take the time, go back to the drawing board, see what they could do, and figure it out here. Now, again, the reality of the situation when it comes to a lot of the things here, and I gotta put Comptuous on blast here, is like you have to figure out a compromise, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to fix what you're trying to do. People always find a way. People will keep on doing what they're doing, whether it's they're botting or they're making alt accounts to get what they want. You put a limit on the cap here, they're just probably going to get yourselves, 5, 6, 7 alts and do it all over again. And maybe, yes, you get $10 from all these people or whatnot here from making all those alts here, but it's still, that's a ton of people, right? I think those extra $10 that you might be getting is not going to really justify doing this the way you're doing. I think there's some way that we haven't thought about, or some way you've thought about, but they have not met your needs that you're looking for. So hopefully you guys, like I said, talk to the team, see what we could do, so we can get everything all figured out. And again, to play on both sides when it comes to the people, the reality of the situation is, regardless of what changes for the better, for the worse, somebody's always going to have an issue with it, right? Somebody's always going to play, and somebody's always going to hate. And it's unfortunate. I feel bad because I'm literally able to do this, 5 times longer than the free-to-play people. While I would love for the free-to-play people to be right at where I am, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Free-to-play people are not going to like this, but the pay-to-win players, they're the reason why, Comptuous still got lights on in their office, right? They're the people that, keep the game going. They provide the money for the keep the game going, to make the, necessary changes and adjustments and improvements. Like, you have to have pay-to-win players in order to keep these games alive. So yes, should they be rewarded in some way, shape, or form to get a little bit more value out of whatever they do for a pay? Without question. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. So, but as far as like the overall gap, is that enough? Is 200 to 1,000 enough? Or could possibly it be bumped up a little bit more for the free to play? Can they go up to like 500? Maybe, the free to play or the pay to win players go up to 1,500 or something like that. I don't know. I mean, that's not the same, range per se, maybe 500 to 2,000. I don't even know, but they got to figure out something, right? They got to figure out something. Got to figure out what they could do to make the adjustments here. This literally has been only for 24 hours. So yeah, obviously there's, this is not going to be a hot fix right away, but obviously taking the time to make these videos, sharing the opinion. I hope that other YouTubers and streamers kind of, take my lead here as far as providing, their own 2 cents, take Barcode's leads here, and providing their own 2 cents here. And, just kind of sharing your opinion, because at the end of the day, that's where we're the community of Summoners War. We're the community of the Chronicles family. And if we don't, share our 2 cents, express our feedback, I don't think they're going to, really consider what they're going to do. And I think if you guys have seen, even since the launch of the game here, they definitely listened to some of the feedback that we've been given. I've definitely been in private, private groups here with various influencers that have contact with, come to us and share their opinions off and on throughout these few months here, and it's seen stuff getting changed. So it is like they're listening. Maybe they won't get it done as soon as we'd like to, but they're definitely listening, and I hope that like I said, the influencers, that the community connects to the influencers, so that the influencers could, like I said, share their opinion on the videos, or the communities can share the opinion on the Comp to Us forums, all that stuff. I really hope you guys do take the time to do it. And again, not just, go up in these forums and leave a comment saying, hey, you know what, this needs to be fixed, right? Leave a detailed explanation as to why it needs to be fixed, maybe provide some data, and then, essentially provide, what Barcode did, which is like some kind of alternative to what we can do, which for him, if you guys didn't catch that video, was to, keep the things the way they are, but then take away the cap for manually. Let the people that want to go try hard. Let them manual all day and whatnot here, so they can, get what they want and essentially sell what they want, right? So, yeah, man, that's going to be it for the video. Just wanted to share my 2 cents on that. Definitely a lot of the things that I agree with here. As far as, the game potentially killing, yeah, I can see the potential there. But I think that they're going to learn real quick, our opinion, our response, our feedback to this. I think they'll make the adjustments that need to be made. But yeah, outside of that, I do agree with Barcode in the sense that I am one of the many people out there that were literally not farming at all, and now I'm able to take advantage of this, auto farming here. And like I said, I think we started the video with like 500 or something like that, and we're already at 175. Like, this is sick. This is actually sick. I too myself am working on my mastercraft, but I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I did not even want to touch this thing because of all the horror stories that I heard, with the amount of time, the money, the resources spent to make this thing. What I think I'm going to do for you, I was going to try to see if I could put I'm going to put a link, or I'm going to put a picture here right now so you guys can see literally the amount of resources needed for you to finish this master promotion quest and get yourself in it. And again, there's a lot of benefit to get it done, outside of like the high end level stuff, but there's even, various crafting, items like that teddy bear or whatever it is that, you need to be a master to make it, and you need it to build, different, clothing sets or whatnot to get bonuses. I mean, there's like, it's one of those things where you don't have to do it, but you kind of do, because there's just so much value in being a master and being completely maxed out when it comes to your profession. So, anyways, guys, that's enough rambling for me. My apologies in advance if you guys are like, man, this guy is the longest winded YouTuber I ever heard in my life. Again, this is just it's one of those videos out there that I was kind of cringing at the fact of making, because I knew that, there's both sides to the story, 2 types of opinion, people are going to go back and forth about it. But I just, at the end of the day, I try to look at the positive things, and the big positive is that, there are a ton of people out there, that, now can spend a little bit of time, or maybe, on the downtime when they're not playing, get a little auto farming in, and kind of get them, 1 step closer to whatever kind of crafting they need to do, or whatnot here. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video, fam. Definitely stay tuned. If you guys are watching this here on YouTube, pray for me here, cross your fingers, because a little bit later this evening, I am going to attempt to stream on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up in current events here for me on Twitch, but on Twitch, I've been having a lot of unfortunate luck here, having, my stream like basically go up and down when it comes to the connection. My kilobytes per second been going all over the place here. I haven't changed anything on my end. Thought it was, a couple of issues, but couldn't really figure it out. So I'm like, okay, let me just switch platforms here. Let me try YouTube versus Twitch and see if it in fact is my ISP or something going on with my computer versus, the actual Twitch platform. So I'm going to be trying over there. We might, stream for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. We'll just have to see how the connection goes. I'll stay on there for you. And again, if you guys are, jumping aboard, doing the katana content and whatnot, I'll be there with you doing that thing. And yeah, we'll leave it at that, man. Okay, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thanks guys for watching. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you all in the next one.